It's officially confirmed, and Trump did it, as Trump considers giving $2,000 checks to Americans after tariff revenue kicks in, and this is a breaking news for millions of Americans.
And I will say this, the economy is unbelievable. The stock market just hit another record high and all that stuff. This means more to me.
The stock market just set a record, and now a number of things are getting better according to President Donald J. Trump. But what about American people? Well, he thought about them as well, as stimulus checks is something that President Trump is willing to give, and it's $2,000 worth of checks this time, and it doesn't stop here. Look at this stimulus check update that $2,000 payments are also proposed by a congressman. These are some very important details, and we finally received some very shocking and important details about stimulus checks as well as a monthly payment that could be coming your way real soon. So if you like the sound of $2,000 one-time stimulus check or monthly payments for next 3 years, then this is a very important video for you. Before I begin, all I need is just a little favor. It takes 2 seconds to please hit that like button on this video. So without any further ado, let's begin. $2,000 checks from President Trump to millions of Americans. This is a breaking news as everyone is talking about it, and Trump finally repeated his announcement in a recent interview. Well, at the same time, Trump is not the only one who's talking about these checks. Look at this. A congressman from Democratic Party is also proposing $2,000 payments. What it means Republicans, Democrats, and President Trump himself all support these $2,000 worth of checks to Americans. But it doesn't stop here. Do you know a number of Americans can receive an $1,800 monthly payment for next 3 years? Look at this. Lawmakers float a nationwide basic income experiment that would cover the cost of a 2-bedroom apartment, and the amount is $1,800. And the reason is simple, because the median rent in United States for a 2-bedroom apartment is $1,800. This is important. Look at this. As when you go into towards the details, President Trump said that he's considering giving $2,000 checks to Americans after trillions of dollars from tariff revenue kicks in. Trump said during an interview with One America Network that a lot of revenue from tariffs will be used to pay out the national debt, but the distribution to the people may also be a good use of the money. We are thinking maybe $1,000 to $2,000. It would be great. This is a huge statement in times where millions of Americans are struggling, not just because of this inflation, but because of this government shutdown. Millions are looking towards President Trump and this administration for some sort of relief. And at the same time, lawmakers finally came up with a very important proposal. Well, New Jersey Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman said that she's reintroducing a bill to establish 3-year guaranteed basic income pilot program that would offer a cohort of Americans across the country. And do you know, under this bill, a payment of $1,800 for 3 months will be given to 10,000. This is a pilot program, or you can also call it guaranteed income program. After the success of this program, millions of Americans could be eligible to receive this if this administration pursue this plan. If you remember that a presidential candidate also talked about this universal basic income. Unfortunately, he lost, but now it seems like a number of lawmakers are saying enough is enough. It's time to give consistent relief to millions of Americans. As I mentioned earlier, that President Trump is not the only person who's talking about these checks. Look at this. Stimulus check update payments are proposed by a congressman, and the details are also very shocking. Representative Ro Khanna, a California Democrat, is proposing $2,000 payments to Americans making under $100,000, arguing that the move would offset some of the President Trump's tariff, which he says have jacked up the prices. According to a number of analysts and experts, because of these tariffs, a number of people are struggling, and though importers are paying hefty prices when it comes to these tariffs, At the end of the day, these importers will take the money from American people, means from consumers. So it's you and me who are going to pay a hefty price tag for this tariff. At the same time, Khanna told in an email on Thursday that Trump's blanket tariffs are hurting American families, adding, "I'm looking at how we can provide stimulus checks to working class Americans based on the unfair tax collected on them." This is huge. Millions of seniors, disability benefit recipients, low-income families are asking this administration for some sort of relief, because you need to understand, though the inflation numbers are out and it's only 2.8% from BLS, Bureau of Labor Statistics, but a number of analysts and experts are saying that this is a made-up number. Why? Because according to the recent report from Gallup, the prices of groceries are up by 21% in the past 3 years. So how on earth is possible that the inflation is only up by 2.8%? I would like to ask you, do you agree with this new inflation data that is 2.8%? And at the same time, do you support the $2,000 worth of checks from President Trump? If you do, then write in the comment section, "I support $2,000 checks." Again, if you support him, then write in the comment section, "I support $2,000 checks," because remember, if you don't do anything, nothing will happen. Recently, President Trump also said that he is thinking about giving around $215 billion to Americans from these tariff revenue. He said that in an interview to Fox News, which actually went viral all over the internet. And one thing that you need to understand, that if President Trump directs this money towards American people, it will increase his popularity yet again. And it seems like President Trump wants to see this as he is the person who can do this right now. Because of this government shutdown, the Congress is not working, a number of people are furloughed. At the same time, a number of government programs are also on hold. So what Americans need right now, they need some sort of support. Even a number of states also said that they will not be able to pay food stamps to millions of Americans because of this government shutdown, because they simply don't have the funds. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this whole situation? And one more thing that I would like to tell you, that Medicare is also a very vital issue right now. Millions of seniors are affected with the Medicare problems and the pauses right now. But do you know that you can save around $1,100 when it comes to your Medicare plan? That's why I partnered with Chapter, where you can save around $1,100 and you can get unbiased help from a real person, absolutely free. All you need to do is to call the number on the screen, 212-461-4492. Again, the number is 212-461-4492. Give Chapter a call today and get the help that you deserve, absolutely free. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Till then, please take care and have a nice day.